Hey, so um, just a quick video because there's something that I think it's relevant to share. It might be quite valuable for people. Um, just a pondering, just a reflection, really, about a dream that I had last night, and I was talking about it with a friend of mine earlier today, and we both had crazy dreams last night, and they were on a similar theme. Um, but in my dream last night, I don't know how much to share really. It was about my ex, um, and he was um, like kissing me and being really affectionate with me and basically trying to manipulate me. Um, and it wasn't very nice. Um, and I was trying to reflect, well, how did I feel about it in the moment? And like, I was fully aware that it was manipulation, so I wasn't buying into it. And, you know, he was kissing me in such a way that is, it's a way that would normally be very lovely and something that I would enjoy. But I was obviously like super resistant, like absolutely not. And thinking about it and reflecting upon it and our relationship without going, too into detail, maybe that's a story time for another day. But he was very manipulative. He was very charming and um, he was in my friend group before we got together. So a lot of the manipulation and things that went on during our relationship, I was very well aware that I was being deceived. I was very well aware of the fact that I was being manipulated, but I went along with it and I allowed it to happen. And I think, reflecting upon it, I think it was because he was in the safe zone, because he was one of my friends. He was in my friendship group. And he was in my brother's friendship group, and we were friends for a very long time before we were in a relationship. So he got under the radar. So all the red flags and things I missed because he was handsome and charming, and we had fun together. We were friends. Um, and so I'm getting to the point, I promise. The reflection here, I think, what I needed to kind of share in terms of like our dreams being like a reflection of things, um, is that just because on the surface something seems appealing, just because there's a pretty face or a handsome face, or it's things that we would normally be happy about or welcome with open arms, we need to trust our intuition. We need to not take things at face value anymore. Okay, so this is a message really in short to don't take things, don't take people at face value. You've got to trust your gut. You've got to trust your intuition. There is a lot of manipulation going on in this world right now. So even like on an individual level and on a global level, um, as a society, as a people, we are being manipulated by beautiful faces, by charming smiles, by bright, shiny packaging, by things and people that are claiming to be one thing and are actually another. And talking about Neptune moving into Aries and the things that are going on about people finally seeing through it all, and things coming to light, people being made aware of things that they weren't aware of before. I think it ties in with that energy beautifully, and I think that it's something that we all need to really think about in our lives. And just because we've been going along with something, it doesn't mean that it's right, and it doesn't mean that we have to continue to go along with it. Okay. And I had a conversation with someone a few months back about a time where we really stood in our power and stood in our integrity. That really stands out to us. And me walking away from that relationship was one of those moments that I am proudest of in my life, for standing in my integrity and walking away from something that was damaging and was forcing me to be something that I'm not, and behave in a way, that I shouldn't have been. Um, and stepping away from needing that external validation so I could be my own person and do what I needed to do for my own self-worth. So if there's a gold nugget of wisdom in there, if there's something that resonates with you, please, I hope you take it. I hope it's valuable to you. Yeah, is there anything else? Is there anything else? Yeah, just trust your gut. trust your intuition, walk away from things that you feel are detrimental to allowing you to stand in your integrity, and see how utterly transformational that will be for you in your life. You are going to up level and expand and grow and glow up when you stop accepting things that are not good for you, and when you stop allowing yourself to be manipulated by the handsome face, the pretty face, the smile, the charm, and see what's going on underneath the surface. Not all is as it appears in our interpersonal relationships and on a global scale. I think this year we need to prepare for some jaw-dropping revelations, and particularly for those who aren't already going down rabbit holes to find the truth. Anyway, speak to you soon. Lots of love. If you've liked this video and you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. I've been Holly. I love you lots. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.